You want an EV to sell? Slap a V8 in it! All right, guys, so welcome back. Thank you for hanging out, spending a few moments here with me. If you're new, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Now, I really haven't weighed in on the future of Dodge or what's currently happening because, for the most part, it's been largely negative. I really can't stand the way that Stellantis is managing Dodge. Not just Dodge, but also Jeep, Ram, Chrysler. And I know there was an effort for Chrysler to be bought back by, I believe it's the great-grandson. Again, Stellantis is not going to sell off any of these brands anytime soon. They're going to bleed them dry. And I've made videos in the past saying that that's probably Stellantis's goal, is to kind of just squeeze what little money they can out of these brands and then probably sell them off when they're worth nothing. A company that large doesn't really give a shit, and it's really clear with the game plan or the future layout of, especially more specifically Dodge. Heading into that buyout, you had an amazing lineup. You had the Durango, Hellcat, 392 SRT, 5.7, and then if you weren't in the SUV market, you could get your hands on a Charger, Challenger in any engine. And it was awesome. It's just a great lineup altogether. And now, really we're going to have the rollover Durango, the Dodge Hornet, and a Charger EV and an inline six. And that is just not a recipe for success. And a company like Stellantis should have taken over Dodge. And then if they really had Dodge's best interest in mind, they would be thinking, how do we get a more efficient or a better next generation Hemi into these vehicles? And that will bring us into a more successful, better position for this company and satisfy all the people that are invested in the brand. That's just not the case, and we all know the answer. You don't have to be a brain surgeon to understand that, what made Dodge successful is the screaming V8. Look at all their marketing material. Look at everything that they do. It's always, the Demon or the Hellcat or the Scat Pack screaming. And, to go away from that, it's silly. It would be, it's brand suicide. And that would be like Tesla saying that they're not going to make EVs anymore. They're going to go to a 4-cylinder, or they're going to go to, some other technology. Really, the people that support Teslas are EV people. And, if you're on the market for an EV, you're probably not going to be getting a Dodge. And, there's few of them out there that may end up getting a Dodge EV. Hey, that's great, but it's just not going to be enough in sales to carry the brand. The same with an inline turbo 6. There's tons of companies out there with very impressive V6s or inline turbo 6s that make a lot of power. And the people that are on the market for that kind of performance are not going to be picking a Dodge. And, I just think that they're trying to tap into an audience that really, they're just not going to break through. Sales numbers will indicate whether this company will fail. And I think they're going to continue to flop. The sales numbers are going to continue to fall. And eventually this company will fail. And then they'll have to sell it off. So, this is one of the biggest reasons why I don't weigh in on this, because it is doom and gloom for me. I mean, when I watch it, when I see it, it's really hard to have a positive outlook on this. So, until I hear rumors or some news of a next generation V8 Hemi, I don't think that there's really anything to really discuss about any success in this, in the foreseeable future. I don't know, guys. You let me know what you think in the comments below. I've been paying attention every once in a while to some YouTubers that like to weigh in more closely, and I think they do a great job of covering it, being on the fair side, criticizing Dodge and Stellantis when it's needed, and then giving them praise. Personally, I don't really like to do that. I just am too focused in on the V8 and the Hemi and the next generation. The Hemi is one of the reasons why I became such a big supporter of Dodge. And now that they don't even have it, it's really difficult for me to look at their future and say, yeah, you know. So, all right, guys, with that being said, I'll check you on the next upload.